Hello and welcome everyone to Kuala Lumpur for the second round of these season's F1 calendar. We're here today for the qualifying of the Malaysian Grand Prix after a practice session which saw Alonso beat the two Ferraris for the top spot on the practice session, while the rookie Tony Potato only managed 16th after a very promising start at Bahrain. And let's go for the qualifying, where Q1 will start in a few seconds. Tony wasn't looking too confident, but he did say, obviously the new car is not exactly the fastest car out there, so it kind of was expected, despite the great start at Bahrain, where he reached Q3 and got 7. He did say after yesterday's practice session that Q3 would be kind of a miracle, but I still see a possibility for a Q2 spot for the Midland driver. Here he comes to the final corner to start his first qualifying lap of the session. That'll be a good one. Ooh, sliding a lot. Here he comes across the line, 34 dead. So here we have it then, and currently Tony is second. Montoya, Schumacher and Alonso struggling as they are yet to post lap time. Meanwhile, Massa with nearly a second of advantage over second. And that's the end of the session, with Schumacher doing 32.3, followed by Montoya on a 32.8, Massa 33.1, and Tony Potato 4th with a 34.0. So basically, oh my god, Matt Schumacher is nearly 2 seconds faster than 4th place of the Midland. But to be fair, we had Schumacher, Montoya, Massa, Tony Potato, Jensen Button, Heidfeld in 6th place, Trulli, Rosberg, Barrichello, Raikkonen only 10th, Ralf Schumacher, Thiago Montero in 12th, Coulthard 13th, Villeneuve, Speed, and then Fisichella just about in 16th, followed by Liuzzi, Webber, Clean, Ide, Sato, and Alonso in last with a 155.2. Alonso, Webber and Clean out of Q2. That is, I don't know, I did not expect that one. So here we are on board with Tony Potato for the first lap of his qualifying 2 session. Ooh, Fisichella going very wide at turn 2, almost collecting Tony on his way in. That's a very strong first sector once again, similar to what he did on qualifying 1 in his first lap. Doing a good job at 5 and 6, now 7 and 8. Going very wide at 7. And that's his lap ruined, I'm afraid. Villeneuve now on the deadly 10th place. No, it's now Rosberg with a 34.8. Can Tony beat that time? 33.4. Well, that's a very strong lap from the Englishman. Currently 4th place for the Midland British driver. 7.5 minutes to go, and it's Fisichella leading the two Ferraris of Schumacher and Massa. Tony once again P4 ahead of Barrichello and Button, Kimi Räikkönen and Montoya, then Coulthard and Rosberg, and out of the top 10 and Q3 positions are Nico Heidfeld, Ralf Schumacher, Jack Villeneuve, Jarno Trulli, Scott Speed and Thiago Monteiro, who got into Q2 due to the mistakes of Mark Webber, Clean and especially Fernando Alonso. But it seems that it's been a very strong performance from the Midland driver, Tony, especially in the last sector. I mean, he's gaining 6 tenths to Massa while losing quite a lot on the first one, however, and on the second. That's why such big differences. But so end of Q2 with Fisichella still unbeaten, followed by Michael Schumacher and then Ralf Schumacher on the Toyota, getting himself in 3rd position, followed by Massa, Tony Pedro, Rubens Barrichello, Montoya, Button, Räikkönen and Coulthard, which are the top 10 for the last qualifying shootout to decide what the top 10 will look like at the Sun Grid tomorrow. But Nico Heidfeld, Rosberg, Thiago Monteiro and 13th, Jack Villeneuve, Scott Speed and Trulli are the ones who are left behind on the Q2 stage. Thiago Monteiro with a very strong performance, however, in 13th. So the Midland seem to be very strong despite the less positive results in practice session. So Tony very well with a 4th place on Q1, 5th place in Q2, and now it's the big deal about the stops. Let's do a 3-stop. Get the car light. Should we? Yeah, let's try and get the car as light as possible. All the drivers leaving the pit lane now to probably not come back. So talking to Thiago Monteiro after the Q2 end, and he said himself that he was very surprised with the qualifying result for him and for Tony as well, especially as they struggled a lot on Friday. So to be, well, he got his best qualifying position, and obviously Tony can beat his result from Bahrain, which was 7th on the grid. So Thiago probably will be very put an eye out for his teammate, the rookie British. Seems to be doing just fine. Whoa, except with these little mistakes. Ralf Schumacher the first to settle up, but Massa 33.7 with a provisional pole so far. Schumacher, however, beat his teammate with a 33.5, sorry. But here comes Tony coming out of the last corner now to set his first flying lap. Oh, goes a bit wide. Well, is going 34.6, which gives him 6th place at the moment in time. Oh. Ah, not easy. Fisichella improved to 33.0. Tony having a little moment there in the penultimate corner. Little penultimate lap for the Midland driver. .33.7 to the Midland driver. And there you have it. The results, the final results for the starting grid for tomorrow. We have Giancarlo Fisichella on pole position, who beat Michael Schumacher by 60 thousandths of a second. Wow, amazing job. And then there's Felipe Massa with a 33.3 in third place. Tony with a blistering last final, with a blistering lap at the end of the session, putting himself in fourth, just 7/10 off Fisichella's time on the Renault. Then there's Montoya and Raikkonen, both on the 33.9. Rubens Barrichello 34 dead, followed by his teammate Jenson Button in 8th with a 34.1. Coulthard 34.7, and then in the end Ralf Schumacher getting the last spot with a 34.9. And those are the results of qualifying. Yeah, again, here it is. Fisichella, Schumacher, Massa, Tony, Montoya, Raikkonen, Barrichello, Button, Coulthard and Ralf Schumacher. 3 Bridgesons on the top 4 with the 2 Ferraris. Obviously Schumacher with the fastest time of the weekend with a 32.3. The second was Montoya with a 32.8. Fisichella 32.8 as well. And those were the only drivers getting on the 32s on the weekend. And well, it was a magnificent qualifying session. Then Heidfeld, Rosberg, Thiago Monteiro, Villeneuve, Scott Speed, Trulli, Vincenzo Liuzzi, Mark Webber, Christian Klein, Ide, Sato and Fernando Alonso on the Renault, which was the biggest surprise of the qualifying. We will start last, so Renault first and last, with Midland getting the best qualifying both their drivers, Tony with 4th and Thiago in 13. But that's been it for the qualifying today. Thank you so much for joining, and we'll see you tomorrow for the Malaysian Grand Prix. The whole race, the whole 56 laps awaits us. And can Tony retain his 4th place and maybe get his first points of the season? We'll have to wait till tomorrow to find out. Until then, goodbye.